I've enlisted my homie Trump Wilson to come out and brave the cold weather. You know homies don't like the cold weather, but he's willing to get ashy and classy with me.
So if you walking from this way, right? Like if we just sky you like a pan up and you coming from this way, that's gonna emulate.
I would have figured 40 minutes is good, but I would have figured it would have been finished. You gotta finish it.
Why?
Because in the Bible, people finish what they start. That's the way you get to other things. Because if you don't, how much responsibility can God give you to get things done? This movie might not mean nothing to a million people, but to Jesus, it might be the thing in your life that gets you to the person you're supposed to meet, that gets you to the money that you're supposed to have for a budget. There are a lot of different things can happen, but if you don't make this movie, you ain't gonna get there.
I feel like a dick. End up turning into a dick. Because I haven't filmed in ages. Took 2 months of working through a breakup, talking to exes, trying to figure out me and where the fuck did I go in this life. I tell you, right here is all sand. The above shot. And this is all blue sky here. I mean, that's just straight blue.
Straight blue.
God is for anybody creative. Satan creates nothing. So anything creative comes from
G-O-D.
So you gotta finish it. That's why. You got to. You don't even want to be disrespectful to him about your creativity. He gave it to you.
Been sleepwalking through my 40s. Somewhere in there after one of the exes and I broke up, I think I just shut down. I think I just quit on me or quit on this life. Now it's time to wake the fuck up. Spent 2 months fucking crying and shit, and it'll sober you up real quick.
Everybody thinks they can do it, and everybody thinks they can be a rapper and a filmmaker and this and that, but they ain't but one Chad Hendricks.
Lost some weight. Might look retarded in the movie of being fat and then being skinny. I'm assuming the camera will put 10 pounds back on my monkey ass today, so forget all that silliness. I'm on the way out to do some pickup shots with my homie Trump Wilson. He's nudging me, he's pushing me. I showed him the 40-something minutes of the movie I've already filmed, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna ride your ass till you get this thing filmed. Because there's something there. There's something there. God forbid the fucking project I believed in for 8 years and shit might actually be something. What's the scene we're gonna be shooting?
We're gonna shoot the scene following up from when you wake up inside the car. You begin to drift down the highway. You're having all these emotions. You're having an array of emotions dealing with the fact that you can't believe you're in this place. You thought you were gonna be in a more stable place. And that's gonna set you up to transition into the deeper parts of your movie. So
lots of detours of girlfriends and relationships and little things in my ear like, even when you're here, you're never here. Even when you're with me, you're not with me. Suck it. Damn. I fucking support your fucking dream. Support mine. Damn.
if we capture here the time what you had at Texas, keeping the emotion of it ain't gonna be the problem, because I saw what you were doing. It's not gonna be the problem. The problem is gonna be capturing that to make it fit like how Texas was. So we're gonna shoot for it. It's gonna be pretty good.
I had one ex tell me, well, you're a rescuer. All you do is rescue. And I thought, damn, that is so true. Never want to admit it, but hey, maybe I don't believe in me enough. So as soon as the first cute face with a tight ass comes along, I'm like, hey, let's go over and fix her. She didn't want to be fixed, but I didn't feel like fucking actually doing my dream, I guess. Because if I believed in me and believed in my dream, I wouldn't be like, well, sure, let's go over here and help you do your shit. So what scene did I show you that made you give a shit and want to actually film this with me?
Hands down, your scene in the back of the Mercedes when you were waking up on the side of the road. The cinematography of that is what even makes me call you every week. Brilliant. It actually brought me into the movie more than the puppets, more than any of that. Blood raw. So that's what's got us standing here in the middle of nowhere, y'all.
Back to the desert, or the Duval Desert. Either way, we call it Regency. We're gonna see if we can make this shit look like El Paso. Can you dig it? Smell you later.
They ain't gonna make it how you make it. So something tugging at me. Gotta finish helping you move it. Gotta finish helping you make the movie. Remember I said, look straight in your camera so you'll know I said. I'm a dream chaser. Gotta chase your dreams.